Hello and welcome to the Dragon Den. I'm KingofDragons 5000 and today I have another action figure review. Today I'll be taking a look at the McFarlane Toys McFarlane Store exclusive DC Multiverse Zack Snyder's Justice League Darkseid. Getting Darkseid out of the box, I'm very impressed by what McFarlane has done with this version of Darkseid. They took that previous Target exclusive figure and brought him into a new color scheme which makes him more accurate to the movie. Add to it, giving him the throne gives him the perfect set piece for this version of Darkseid. Having a look at his accessories, Darkseid does come with his bladed weapon, as well as his throne with a lenticular backdrop. As we have a look at Darkseid, it's the exact same figure that McFarlane released several years ago. The key difference is going to be the paint job and the color scheme of his armor. Having a look at his head sculpt, it's the exact same head sculpt that we saw with that old figure, however the paint job is much better. His darker skin tone looks really good and the highlighting throughout the cracks and wrinkles looks very good. His sunken eyes are only brought out even more with the highlighted pupils and the dark rings around his eyes. And the helmet that goes around his jaw looks very good in its new dark purple color scheme. Darkseid's armor still looks very good and I absolutely love the shade of purple that they use here. The sculpt work is still very clean and even though it is a softer piece of plastic, it looks impressive. Bringing out the impressive detailing on his armor, we have this really impressive metallic dry brushing. And I do like the fact that the paint job goes all the way to the back of his armor. As we have a look at his massive arms, they're done in that darker skin tone. The wash and dry brushing going throughout his skin looks very good and only brings out all this phenomenal detailing. On each of his forearms we have some more armor plating which is still done in that dark purple and the shading going throughout it is very impressive. His armored skirt piece looks very impressive here and the sculpt work on it is superb. It's still done in that very dark metallic purple and just like with the rest of his armor there is some metallic dry brushing. On the front of his thighs he does have these armor plates which carry over that sculpted detailing and the rest of his legs are just done in that skin tone. Just like with his head sculpt and his arms, his legs are going to carry over that impressive sculpt work as well as that very nice paint job. As we have a look at his armor plated boots, they do look really good and the sculpt work on them is still very clean. Even though it's a very clean sculpt, they even added some more dry brushing here on his armor, bringing out some more detailing. So overall, even though this is a figure we've had a look at in the past, this brand new paint scheme does a really good job making him look more accurate to the movie. And the paint job going throughout his skin does a really good job highlighting all that impressive rocky detailing. With the paint and detailing out of the way, let's compare Darkseid to our usual suspects. As Darkseid is a mega figure, he's going to tower over all the rest of your collection. At standing at almost 9 inches tall, Darkseid is going to tower over most of your collection, but he will fit in nicely with the rest of your McFarlane display. Having a look at his articulation, Darkseid does have a double ball joint in the head, ball sockets in the shoulders, arms hinge out to the side and do a full 360, a swivel in the bicep and double hinge in the elbow, a basic hinge and swivel at his wrist. Darkseid does have a ball joint in the upper torso and a ball joint in the lower torso. His legs do kick forward, go back, out to the side, and have a thigh swivel. A single hinge in the knee and rotation at his shin. A hinge ball joint in his ankle as well as a toe hinge. Though we have gotten the Zack Snyder's Justice League Darkseid in the past, I'm very happy to have this version of Darkseid in my collection. McFarlane took an already good figure and made it even better with his exceptional paint job. Where a lot of people felt that original figure was too bright, I feel like this figure nails it perfectly, even though it might still be a little bit too bright for his armor. But the darker tones do a really good job capturing the villainous feel of Darkseid. The brand new paint job even adds a little more to the face, where I feel it looks even more menacing than that previous figure. There's just something about how recessed his eyes are in the back of his head that makes him look more menacing, especially with the natural shading that falls on his eyes. And one thing that this figure does come with is that very impressive throne, which I'm very happy we finally have that for Darkseid. The throne does a good job giving us more display options and a very good set piece for our Zack Snyder's Justice League display. I do feel like his armor could have been a little darker, as it's still a little bit too bright looking at movie stills, but the overall feel of Darkseid is much better than that previous version. And even though he didn't use his weapon in this version, I'm still glad they included it, as having him with it as he's sitting on his throne gives him a very menacing feel. Where that original version of Darkseid was a Target exclusive figure, this version of Darkseid was available on the McFarlane Toy Store website and through Walmart.com. Unfortunately, at the time I'm making this video, Darkseid is sold out on both Walmart and McFarlane Toy Store, so the only way you can really get him at this point is through secondhand market. It is rather unfortunate that this amazing figure was relegated to an exclusive figure, as I would have loved to seen it as a regular figure just so other collectors have a chance to add the Zack Snyder's Justice League Darkseid to their collection. Overall, I am thoroughly impressed by this figure, and he will be replacing my Darkseid in the main display. Before we wrap up this video, I want to take a moment to thank you for watching another video here on the Dragon Den. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel, and check out the rest of my DC Multiverse videos. If you're in a position to help out the Dragon Den, check out my Patreon, where I have some exclusive content and early access videos. Check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, videos, recent pickups, latest prints, and as always, ring that bell so you never miss another video. And until next time, my loyal Dragon Knights coming from the Dragon Den, I'm King of Dragons 5000, reminding you to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. I'll see you next time.